officially...
And
I said it right.
They're off. Here they come.
Wow, hilarious. My boat's ready. We gotta go.
I know.
But this is about the press not taking care of what is going on and not doing enough research to figure out how this could be detrimental to a situation. And one would hope that, you know, some people take that into consideration as well as everything else that we're presenting in the movie.
Listen, some Aussie dope dealer's mother went on every English-speaking talk show from Sydney to London. You know what happened? They hung her son a week early to shut her up. Don't do this. Don't do it.
La grabación de Return to Paradise en las localidades del sudeste asiático fue como pasar unas vacaciones.
That was great. You know, it's nice to be able to go to another country, and obviously it worked well for the film, and on the beach and for the beginning of the film. So it was really nice.
They weighed him today for the trapdoors of the gallows.
Faith in humanity is half restored.
This movie was a real just wow, and every day was like that.
Louis McBride, Chadagan untuk memindah dakwaan.
What did he say? What did he say? Not leave the day until you leave with me.
The world you live in is just a sugar-coated topic. There is another world beneath it. The real world.
Una historia de vampiros en Blade con Wesley Snipes, Chris Christopherson y Steve Dorff. Dorff es el jefe de los vampiros que intenta conquistar a la humanidad. Snipes es un cazador de vampiros que tiene la misión de salvar a la raza humana. La misión de Snipes como actor era hacerlo creíble.
That's part of my job. You know, but I think some of the problem with some of the other comic books that have been brought to life is that perhaps the acting and their lack of concentration on the story and really fleshing out the character rather than just relying on the suit or, you know, the bells and the whistles.
There are worse things out tonight than vampires.
Like what?
Like me.
I like to switch it up. And I've done, prior to this, One Night Stand, and then from that to U.S. Marshals. So to come into Blade is a release.
Blade's mother was attacked by a vampire while she was pregnant.
You got the best of both worlds. All our strengths, none of our weaknesses. It was a blast to make, you know. I kind of like being a vampire for 6 months. It's fun. We should be ruling the humans. These people are our food. It's the first vampire movie and probably the first action movie I've done.
Parker.
Nice place. Took us a while to find it. It was really fun. I mean, I had a blast. It wasn't, it was kind of more of a part I could have fun with, you know, where I didn't have to be, you know, obviously there are moments where he's very intense, but I kind of wanted him to be funny, I wanted him to be likable, but at the same time, in moments, I wanted you to be afraid of him. It's a shame, you know? When I think of what you've become, what you should have become, I guess I don't blame you. I mean, with everything that's happened, it's the human side of you that's made you weak. You should have listened to your blood.
Snipes no tuvo problema para realizar este papel. Después de todo, él cree en los vampiros.
Sure, they exist. Without a doubt.
You keep your eyes open. They're everywhere.
I already believed it, so it was easy.
Blade, myself, killed as many of them as we can find.
I just had to find them. That was the hard part.
He makes the weapons. I use them.
Trade secret. I can't reveal that. I'm sorry.
Debían crear un aspecto especial para Wesley Snipes.
The hardest thing was the tattoo. We had to do the tattoo, put the tattoo on every day. And so I was in makeup for about, well, they got it down to a science with the hair. We're talking about an hour. But like the first day, it was 3.5 or something like that. They were doing the tattoo in 45 minutes, half an hour. We're walking around dressed in leather and vampire teeth. I mean, it's all fun. You know, and then we get a chance to fight. You know, we get the chance to play fight and kick each other over this and knock each other over that. And that's great. I have a double. Yeah, but well, I do all fighting. Most all stunts. So 85%, 80 to 90% is all me. I don't fake the funk. Ain't no reason to. I'm not like Jackie Chan. I'm not going out there trying to break my ankle by hanging off a helicopter or nothing like that. But, you know, I'll do what it has to do if we have to go fisticuffs.
Tonight, the age of man comes to an end. I don't see it that way.
Ser la contraparte de Snipes aumentó la diversión de actuar en Blade.
We had a great time off set, you know, and he's a great guy, and I love working with him. But I think for the most part, we had a pretty, we kept to our parts when we were shooting the movie to kind of add, I think, that dynamic to the movie. You know, I think when you're doing a movie where there's like two guys going after each other, it's important to know who you're playing. You know, and I think, you know, Wesley actually was very, even more than I thought. You know, when he was Blade, you know, which was cool because it just made me want to be Deacon more.
I'm offering you a truce. I want you with us.
What do you think, I'm stupid?
I think the interesting thing about this movie is that it definitely delivers an action movie behind a real present-day vampire story, you know, and I think you have a real story, too, which is an important factor in this kind of a movie.
Full speed and action, please.
En Blade, Snipes no solo fue actor, sino también productor.
It's definitely a difference from being just an actor for hire, where you can come in and, you know, go to your trailer and eat, and they call you when they're ready.
It's open season on all vampires.
You got much more responsibility, but in the end, it's to your advantage because you have veto power and you have say. If it's for no other reason but the title, you have say. Sometimes they don't really respect you, but they respect the title. That's cool with me. You know, as long as in the end, I get the chance to produce the kind of film that I like, and I think the audience and people who are paying to go see the movie want to see.
You're one of them, aren't you?
No, I'm something else.
You've died, Chris.
Robin Williams y Cuba Gooding Jr. protagonizan la romántica fantasía What Dreams May Come. Williams interpreta a un hombre que está dispuesto a viajar desde el cielo al infierno para hallar a su esposa, interpretada por Annabella Sciorra. A Williams lo trajo la novedad del concepto de esta película.
Just the scope, the idea that it is something that has not been seen before. It's almost like, I mean, it's asking some people why why people sometimes want to dive 200 feet on, do deep dives or climb mountains. I think it's the idea of saying, you want to do it? This is something totally different. And it was hard, but it really kind of certainly stretches you and tests you as an actor and as a person both.
Nice place you got here. No. Nice place you got here.
Me?
Sure. You're making all of this. We all paint our own surroundings, Chris. You're the first guy I know to use real paint.
A lot of the things that we dealt with in the movie are really personal. A lot of the emotion is really personalized. Scenes of grief and joy and happiness and searching and longing. So a lot of this was drawn through personal experiences in my life.
You find Switzerland?
I did. And I claimed it from Missouri. And I planted my little flag and sold beads to the natives. They had sandwiches there. I brought you some.
I think that this character is closer to me in temperament and in the things that she wants for her life than most other characters have played.
Oh, sure, the lady who discovered Switzerland. Yeah, and all the papers.
I try to work on things that have some special significance to me. Otherwise, it's very difficult.
I didn't do that. There's all these different issues within the movie about, you know, I mean, his children and his life, and you know, part of his being in heaven is he's going back and looking at how he lived and how his, you know, his whole, the different things that he's been through. And some of them are very painful, and that's hard. I would not want to have to deal with the fact of losing my own children, and yet in this movie you have to deal with that.
Oh, wait! Chris! Annie!
I'm going to drown.
You can't. You're already dead.
Oh.
I was raised Baptist, and my mom taught me at a young age, heaven is real, hell is real. And, when a loved one passes away, we don't lose them. They just go on to the other place, and we will see them again.
Across whatever distance there is, I send you my love.
I think for me, in this case, I think the things that she wanted in her life, you know, the connections that she was looking for, and how important those are to her with her husband and her children, is something that's I look for and that I want, and without the relationships in my life of the people I love, I get very lost.
Never seen her.
I'm a soulmate. I can find her.
You don't understand how this works. Not about understanding.
It's about
not
giving.
Los efectos especiales le ocasionaron problemas a Gooding, que no siempre había actuado con personas de verdad.
Working with orange balls and green screens, and being hung on wires, and having to act sometimes with Robin off to the side, and staring at stick figures and things.
It's the guy who doesn't give up.
When do we leave?
¿Existe en verdad la reencarnación? Los miembros del reparto tienen sus propias ideas.
Once I went to an astrologist, and she told me that me and this guy that I used to go out with knew each other from a past life, and we were warriors, and all this kind of nonsense.
Who else would you be marrying in your dreams?
I need Annie. I'm going with you. I'm not really giving you a choice.
Elevator to hell. Going up.
I don't really believe in reincarnation.
Sometimes, I mean, there's times when I believe in, other times I don't. I mean, where sometimes it feels like you have this feeling you'll be in certain places, and it'll be a really strong deja vu of, wait a minute, this feels very familiar. And that may be just, you know, your mind going, you know, or you may have been there. It's weird when people talk about reincarnation, they're always reincarnated as, I was a prince, you know, people, I was the pharaoh's physician. It's never somebody going, what were you? I was a furrier named Phil. Other than that, I don't remember. Never a guy leading a real mundane life. I died, I had a heart attack, I don't remember anything else. I was a boring bastard. You know, it's always something very elegant.
I'm still here. I still exist.
Todos los jueves, TNT lo invita a ir al cine con la mejor compañía. Esta vez comparta Bird, con los comentarios de uno de sus protagonistas, Forrest Whitaker.
Él tiene un don para nosotros. Además, es un genio por lo que contribuyó a la música. Fue una inspiración. Me hizo superar mi trabajo.
No se pierda esta forma única de ver Bird, el jueves en nuestra película favorita, el cine junto a sus protagonistas.
Yo quiero destacarme. Quiero un gran desafío.
alcanzar el mejor nivel. Quiero lograr mis metas. Quiero mirar.
Vea y participe. El lunes, los Washington Wizards contra los Detroit Pistons. La NBA está en TNT.